in Central America.
No.
Motion to strike, overruled.
Say that sentence, do that speech again. I want you to do it less. I want you to do less. Give her the line before Jeff. Just do less.
I see. So whenever something doesn't work out for you, my client's going to be the bad guy?
I never said your client's a bad guy, Mr. Karras. I never have. But he fired me because of his failure, and that's wrong.
Motion to strike, overruled.
I earned that clerkship. I finished at the top of my class and I beat my brains out writing law review, and I earned the right to clerk for a circuit court judge and be one of the elite law school graduates in this country. And I lost it. I lost it because his little heart skipped a beat.
Move to strike.
That's not fair, damn it. This isn't right. He may be a hell of a nice guy, but that isn't right.
Good, let's go one more time. We'll finish with the scene. From the top, I want you to just
So less.
do so little that people don't think you're acting. All
I
right?
have that book, Acting for the Camera.
Yeah, what does
Like
it say?
It says everything you're telling me.
Okay. Tony Barr?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So, do nothing. I want you to do nothing. All right? Camera's in close on you, so you don't need to do much. We can see every flick of the eyelash, every thought you have. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And your work had been satisfactory up until this point.
Yes. My job performance was never in question. He was totally upfront about that.
What were his reasons for firing you?
Well, basically he said he was falling in love with me.
And that's why he fired you.
Yes. He said his feelings for me were jeopardizing his marriage, and that out of respect for his family, he couldn't let me work for him anymore.
But you found other employment after leaving Judge Sawyer, didn't you?
Yes, I work at a law firm, and yes, I make a very nice living, but being a first-year lawyer is very different than clerking for a federal court judge.
How so?
Well, a circuit court clerkship is very prestigious. I had a shot at going on to clerk for the Supreme Court. When I got fired, I lost that opportunity. It basically reduced me from blue chip status to being just another law school graduate.
And you think this will continue to affect your career?
Of course it will. He's a famous judge. I was his clerk. This was a feather that would have helped me the rest of my professional career. Instead, I spent the last 2 years explaining and apologizing as to why I lost this prize job. And what about the people I don't get a chance to explain this to? To the world out there, I just got fired. To the world out there, I had this something great and I blew it. Well, I didn't blow it. He blew it for me.
Thank you, Miss Martin. Nothing further. Did Judge Sawyer ever make any sexual advances towards you?
No.
Did he ever manifest his romantic interest or sexually harass you in any way?
No. I didn't even know about this romantic interest until the day he fired me.
And when you left his employment 6 weeks later, the two of you were on friendly terms, were you not?
Yes.
In fact, it was Judge Sawyer who helped you get the new job at the law firm, wasn't it?
Yes, he helped me.
So you leave his employment with no animosity whatsoever. And 2 years later, when you're suddenly not satisfied with the progress of your career, you decide to sue him for the blame.
The more I thought about it, the more I was convinced he was wrong.
I see. So whenever something doesn't work out for you, my client's going to be the bad guy.
I'm not saying your client's a bad guy, Mr. Karras. I'm just saying that he fired me because of his failure, and that's wrong.
Move to strike. Overruled.
I earned that clerkship. I finished at the top of my class and I beat my brains out writing law review, and I earned the right to clerk for a circuit court judge and be one of the elite law school graduates in this country. And I lost it. I lost it because his little heart skipped a beat.
Move to strike.
That isn't right, damn it. He may be a hell of a nice guy, but that isn't right.
Okay, good. Now, we have one you have.
Okay.
Jack and Joe.
Okay.
On top. This one?
Joe and Karen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, beauty.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, Joe.
I brought you something. Well, don't you want to open it?
Didn't Juliet want it?
What are you talking about?
I never know what you're thinking, Joe. You never share with me what's going on inside there. I look at you and I see a lonely, tortured genius. Others look at you and are moved to poetry.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If this world is but a dream, nothing really what it seems, you can always be the cream in my coffee. Young, creative, gorgeous, and incredibly talented. A special little girl, isn't she?
What was I supposed to do with something like that? Burn it? Hope you don't find the ashes? I can't control what kind of crap somebody wants to write.
No, I guess you can't. Who are you in Los Angeles with, Joe?
Nobody. I gave a speech, went out to dinner with the department heads, and went right into bed.
Who did you go to bed with? Juliet?
Don't be ridiculous.
I called you this morning because you didn't call me last night. And the very nice man at the desk said you and your wife had just checked out.
Well, obviously there'd been a mistake.
Has there?
Yes,
And the man at the desk was wrong.
that's right.
And the new Mrs. Messenger doesn't have red hair. Does she, Joe?
Karen,
I hope you used a condom, you jerk.
Karen,
I'm taking Jack to the store to get some more boring, ordinary necessities. Paper towels, dishwashing liquid, milk, toilet cleaner, you know, romantic stuff like that. So if you get bored, feel free to call a hooker or two.
Go from the top of the scene in your own words. Put the script down. Improv it.
hey Karen, what are you doing?
Hey, Joe.
So what'd you do today?
Oh, you know, nothing much.
Not much.
Just,
There's nothing on the page that's going to help you.
so, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I had a really, really good day at work. Busy, made lots of money today, made a couple of new contacts. Actually, is something wrong?
Is something wrong? Isn't Juliet the one you should be asking?
Juliet, what's she have to do with anything?
Well, she's the one that you somehow have some poetic connection with. Wouldn't she know how you feel inside? I just can't figure you out, Joe.
Oh, let's not talk about Juliet. Anyway, we're gonna have dinner tonight. I want you to join us to meet these guys that I met today. So, dinner tonight?
You know, I see this talented, just this genius who's just tormented and...
When I say improv, I don't mean paraphrase the author's words. I mean discover and explore the relationship between two people. I'm not interested in how well you can paraphrase. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Get away from the script. Keep going. Because all I'm doing is watching you think of something parallel to what's in the script. I'm watching you think, what should I say now that would be appropriate? It's not what I want. I want your attention on him. If I was in a relationship with my husband I believed was cheating on me, how would I react? If I was this character, that's all I want. Do you understand?
Yes.
Jeff, don't let her go to the script.
Okay.
All right, keep her off it.
Have I told you how beautiful you look today?
Oh, come on, Joe. Stop it.
But anyway, all these contacts that I met at work today, we're all having dinner tonight, and I want you to be there.
You want me to be there?
Of course.
Wouldn't you want someone you're... well, maybe Juliet to be with you?
Why would I want Juliet? You're my wife. I want you to be there because we are a team.
I don't feel like I'm your wife, Joe.
Karen, what's wrong? Don't bullshit with me. I can see it in your face that something's obviously bothering you. Did you have a bad day today? Did Jack do something wrong?
It's like you have no idea. You know, I mean, I'm surprised you haven't have any perception as to how I'm feeling. I mean, you've been so...
How would I know? I mean, last night we made love and it was great, and then all of a sudden today you're just like... What?
Joe, we did not make love last night. You happen to have been... You were here last night, don't you remember? You were at the hotel. You mean 2 nights ago? You can't even remember when we last made love. It was 2 nights ago.
But it was great then. What's... You seem distraught, or, you know... First of all, what does Juliet have to do with anything?
Well, I called you last night at the hotel, and... See, you didn't call me last night, Joe.
So we had a late night. We went out for cocktails after dinner.
How could you forget to call me, Joe? If I'm your wife and you want me to be by your side at this dinner tonight, wouldn't it be just as easy for you to call me?
Honey, when I called, Jack answered. He said you were in the shower. I said, let Mommy know that I love her. He didn't give you the message?
You called?
Yes.
He didn't tell me you called, Joe.
See, I called you. Of course I called you.
Well, then why did the guy at the front desk when I called say you were walking out with a woman called your wife when I wasn't with you last night? Who were you with last night, Joe?
That's one of the contacts that I want you to meet tonight. Her name is Susan. She's a big producer. She could help me out. I want you to meet her. All I did was talk about you last night.
Joe, I'm going to the store right now. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you disgust me, okay? Please, I don't feel like I'm being told the truth. And...
Karen, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but please, listen to me.
No, you listen, okay? I don't think you called last night. I think you are lying to me, and I don't like that. You don't lie to your wife, okay? So, I'm going to the store now, okay? Feel free to call up whoever you're with last night.
Karen, don't walk out that door. You can't just be arguing with me and all of a sudden just want to walk out on it.
You can tell
That's
me not...
what communication is about. That's why we are married. We've had communication problems in the past. We got to work things out. We can't just like walk away from them.
Who were you with last night, Joe?
The department heads, Susan, the producer, and she has red hair, coincidentally. So maybe that's who the front desk manager saw me with.
Who did you go to bed with last night, Joe?
Who did I go to bed with? Myself.
I don't believe you.
Karen, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know why you're not believing me.
You don't know why well, all I'm left to believe is that you didn't call me last night. Jack didn't tell me you called. And I don't think you did call. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask Jack.
Yeah, when Jack comes back from school, we will ask him what time I called. I called you at 9:30.
Oh, really?
Where's Mommy, Jack? She's in the shower, Daddy. Please tell her that I love her. I love you
Jack,
too. Bye.
I wasn't in the shower at 9:30.
Where were you?
I was here. I wasn't in the shower.
Then why did Jack answer the phone? Where were you at 9:30? When I called?
I was washing dishes. I was in the kitchen.
Why would Jack answer the phone?
I would have heard the phone.
I call at 9:30, Jack answers. You're not here. You don't answer the phone.
Don't turn this around on me. We have nowhere to go from here. I don't... How could you say you called? You didn't call me. I called you. I called you last night, and I didn't get you at your room. No one answered.
Karen, this is what resulted in our first separation. You want to go through all that again, especially when we're starting to work things out with Jack?